Hey, let me just do something different. I'm going to do something different for y'all guys, okay, who pop up in here in 10, a 9, a 8, a 7, a 6, a 5, a 4, a 3, a 2, a 1. Let's begin, okay? Let me see what they got down here. This is a basketball. Point my finger up. Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my live Facebook. Let's talk, let's chat, let's write, let's discuss topic. Look at this shit, y'all. How have you been? What's going on, brothers and sisters? Let me see. What else do he got here? Do you got something different for me? No, he doesn't have anything different. But of course, I'm just messing with this for a little while. So everyone who comes up in here, we will learn something new. We try to learn something new. It may be redundant when we talk about different topics. I don't know. I'm a leprechaun with magical abilities. How have you been, Joy? Raj, how you been? What's going on? I just talked to you on video, and it's good for you to keep in touch with me personally, because I only try to talk to at least 50 people from worldwide, from Bangladesh to Nigeria, to Ethiopia, to Kenya. But I haven't talked to too many people more than Bangladesh. And today's topic will be about anything you would like to talk and discuss. I was born and raised in America. I'm a leprechaun. And of course, I speak very fluent English, as you should know. Very pristine and clear. I do not have an accent. Unless I'm talking, I'm a leprechaun. Do you wish to mess with me and my magic? I am a leprechaun. I only stand 3'11", and I am very magical indeed, and I will kill you. But of course, understand this, okay? There are more than just humans in this world. Okay, keep a mental note of this. Everything I say is factual here. Okay? If you believe in certain external things and you never saw them, I'm trying to tell you that God created more than just humans. Right? Okay? And y'all guys gonna have to start opening up your third eye about that, okay? Because it's kind of scary. Let me just turn this off now here. Now, what the hell? I can't turn it off? Okay, now we turned it. Okay, there we go. So, Joy, Ra, how have you been? How was your day so far? And it's good to understand that I'm not your average man. I'm not your Peter, man. And I do that on my videos to throw people off who are fearful, who are sensitive, who don't like truth, okay, and think their truth is the only truth. Okay, sir, how can I speak any particular topics? The best way to write that is, sir, how do I talk about different topics? How do I particular mean strange or unique in some fashion, okay? Okay? A certain particular type of subject, okay, it sounds strange, okay? Okay, unique. Say, how can I talk about many different topics like I can? Okay? You just have to do more research. You have to study more. You just don't want to be a dunce in life, just studying one topic. Study everything. Become a renaissance. Study multiple intellectual properties, intellectual subjects. You only need to know a little bit of each thing to be smarter than the average person. Most people can't have a good conversation. A conversation starts off like this. How was your day? Hello. What are you doing today? I'm going to go play basketball. When you say basketball, you throw a question in there. Like, do you know a basketball is made up of chemicals that can poison your ass? And you may say, where did that come from? And I'm like, yes, I did some research. You could even be lying. You could be lying about what you just said. But you just became a conversationalist by lying. Okay? I don't do a lot of lying because I try to do some fact checking, and I talk about things that other people don't ordinarily talk about. Okay, but other than that, that's how you become a conversationalist, making up stuff as you go along. Why did you say that? Why did you say the curtains can give you poison? Joy Raj, okay, different topics. Yeah, I'm talking about different topics now. But I do want to talk about something in particular today. See, something different. Something different. Different topics. Different subjects. How to pronounce American. R. R. A-R-E. Is R. Okay. How are you doing? Okay. How to pronounce American. American. R. R. See, when you say, if you say R, the R has two sounds to it. Did you notice that? R. There's a R there. R. See? R. It may sound like an A is at the front of the R, but that's how you pronounce R. Okay? A-R-E. R. Amer. Okay? You see, Mer is R-I. There's a R-I there. American. American, America. It changes slightly. The R is still there, but a Y is there too. So you got to watch and connect those syllables together. You have to connect things, okay? But of course, I try to be creative when I do my videos, y'all guys. And I want y'all to understand that if you have no face, you need to remove yourself immediately. If you cannot write in English, you don't want to learn English. Okay, I see some Bangladeshi writing in Bangladesh. You don't supposed to be writing in that if you want to learn English, right? That most of the time women are not really encouraged as enough as men are. So when I see a guy with his long written out language, I can't understand it. I can't pronounce it. How you been, Kim? How you been? Good evening from Vietnam. Good morning from America, United States of America. I'm on the eastern side of the United States. I currently live in Pennsylvania right now, you guys. And you can see that my time right now is 11:31 a.m. Okay, 11:31 a.m. So your time may be 9 p.m. Okay. Your time may be 8 p.m., but somewhere along that line, you're 7, 8, or 9, okay? And of course, or 10. See, I missed that one. Just 1 hour, okay? You were maybe 11 hours ahead, okay? But other than that, I do want to talk about something that's really unique and different from when I talk. I want people to understand what possession is. I just made a video on how people can control their schizophrenia, and I also made a video on how to protect yourself from being possessed. Now, the voices is what I hear, which I have the Holy Spirit, and I have no sins in my past. You may consider me a prophet or whatever. I have dreams and premonitions, and also special abilities like an X-Man. Okay? But of course, don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at me. There are other people, most of you guys, who may be listening to me may get scared of me simply because I'm not religious. I respect all religion, okay? And I really don't want to talk about religion too much because some people are very sensitive. And when you're sensitive, you really cannot learn, okay? Psychologically, because you'll come across something. It depends on the topic, okay? If you're talking about political information or knowledge or something like that, you may come across something that you may get sensitive about, and then you'll halt because you're using your emotions. You're not supposed to use emotions when you're trying to be logical. Okay, you might think that A plus B is offensive to you. It's equal to C. You might think that the Pythagorean theorem is an offense to you because you're sensitive. Okay, as I told you before, sensitivity prevents you from learning to your truest potential. You're not in this world to have fear, false evidence appearing real. Your whole purpose in being in this world is to understand the different attribute of emotions and to experiment with different facets of life, and to see it, to visualize it, to feel it. This is why we are in the trap world. You cannot just leave your body. And so I want you to understand that there are people in this world who are schizoaffective. I am a schizoaffective. That means my moods change up and down due to me being an empath. I am a passive, what do you call it? An intuitive. I'm introvert and an extrovert. I am both of those things. But I'm more on the introvert because I don't hang with people that much. Okay? I read people, then I can sensing, and then I make a judgment by getting the evidence from their own mouth. When they speak, I know who they are. Very powerful indeed. You need more than just visualization to understand someone. You're going to need more than visualization to understand someone, peoples. Unless you're an alien from another world and you can read minds. Even if you read a mind, a person can be possessed. They may not be in their right mind. So how do you determine if someone is basically possessed? It's very hard to do because you're a human. We're in a human form, in a human body. Like I said before, you can learn. Let's talk, let's chat, and let's write. When you write, you learn. When you listen, you learn. If you do nothing and you remove yourself, you will learn nothing. If you're afraid, you learn nothing, okay? So I am not just here for just gabbling and wasting air, okay? I got things I talk about. So Joy Ross says, pronounce these words. Car is with a K. Notice how C-A-R, it's always not an S. C. S-E-E. C. That's how you pronounce the letter C. Okay? But it's not SAR. See, the English language can be complex, but not as complex as other languages. But please take note, it's a memorization thing. Car is pronounced car. C-A-R. Okay? And then it's park. Okay? Mark. Bar. Sir. See, notice how sir should be with a C. But the English language needs to be updated. Okay? So I believe everything needs an update. Every once in a while. Every once in a while, everything needs an update. So sir should be sir with a C. Okay? But of course it's an S. See, S. Okay? Particular. Particular. There is 4 syllables in particular. Remember that, guys. You have to look at the word par. You can actually sound it out in 2 different ways. You got to watch that now. Par is P-A-R. Tick, T-I-C. Yule, U-L. R. Okay, that's one way. The other way is part. Part, P-A-R-T. Ick, I-C. You. Lar. See, you can do it 2 ways. It can be broken up in 2 different ways. Think about that, you guys. That's how it can be easily diversified. So if you look at a word, you have to memorize that word. Like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I was watching Mary Poppins. That movie came out in 1970s. And so when I was watching it, I was like, what the hell is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious? All it means is something exciting, something great, something wonderful. And I'm like, it's a fictitious word, but guess what? It's a real word. Because once people start using it more, it becomes more evident. And of course, let's continue down here. You said party, part. Remember, there are syllables in certain words that can be broken up in multitudes of ways. Some of them are 2 ways, some of them are 3 ways, and some of them are even 3-4 ways. Okay, so you got to be careful with that, yeah, guys. So let me get on with my topic before I forget, because I'm gonna get me some breakfast. And of course, understand that there's people with different abilities in this world. Okay? If y'all want something to write down, you should write it down here. Understand that when you write, you learn. When you listen, you learn. All right? When you speak, you learn. I can't do video chat here, you guys, because America has not fixed the audio feedback loop. When I do that, it tends to mess up my video each time, almost every time. And I'm saying this 5G better be worth it. There's a lot of sacrifices of human flesh. Meat bags are being sacrificed. They're dying off because of the COVID, which is a blessing in disguise. Okay. And so, because people are basically more likely to be parasites of the earth, they need to die. You can't just be a parasite. If you was in a war and you got handicapped because of a war, that's different. Okay? If you were born with a handicap, that's different. But if you're a fully functioning person and you're not contributing nothing, okay, you have to do something in life. All right? So I hear a voice because I hear the Holy Spirit. Okay, and when I was younger, the Holy Spirit has helped me through a turmoil that you can't possibly imagine. I've been traumatized when I was younger. Let me see. What will you eat? Joy Ross says. Okay, and Kim says, what are you going? That's wrong. You don't write it that way. Okay, Kim. To have. What are you going to have for your breakfast? Oh, okay. Let me see. What are you going to have for your breakfast? Yes. I'm going to have, yeah, you're right about that sentence. I'm sorry about that. I thought you was going to say something else, because what are you going to have? Okay. I don't usually talk like that, but sometimes I do. How you been, MD, Naim? Okay. How you been? What's going on? I'm waving to you. Okay. I may not receive your sentence or your words after 10 seconds. It's the network. It depends on if your network or my network. I don't know. What I'm going to have for breakfast, I'm going to have some sausage, some eggs, and also some waffle. Okay. And I'm going to mix some strawberries in there. And I'm a great cook. Okay. But women in this country don't appreciate alpha males who can cook. Okay. Most of them don't. Okay. Trust me. They're focused on what a person looks like. And that's what I want to talk about too. Lots of women, when they look at it, they're superficial. If a woman feels herself as a 7, she won't date a 7. She'll always try to date upwards, okay, of what her number is. Actually, she don't understand. I keep telling y'all women, don't wear makeup on your face. That ages you. That is a curse. That is a spell. Don't wear makeup on your face. Get that goddamn makeup off your face. Because it makes you look like a clown when it comes to holy men. Alpha men don't like it. Holy men don't like it. How you been, Raham? What's going on with you? Haven't heard from you for a while. I may have. Please forgive me. How you been, Raihan? So I'm going to talk about those individuals. I have schizophrenia, okay? So you should already know this. That means my personality is definitely different from everybody else's. And I talk differently. My characteristics is different from everybody. You are different from everybody. All right? And so, if depending on what you're talking about, I like to go off the subject sometimes. I talk about this thing, and that thing. That is dynamic. I'm always changing. And I also want to talk about possession here before I forget here. If you want to get rid of the dark voices, you got to argue with the dark voices. You don't succumb to their whims of insults. The dark voices will try to encourage you to hurt yourself. But you got to encourage yourself that your whole purpose is to get them. Who are the dark voices who speak to you? Okay. So you got to talk to them. Talk to them about why you're insulting me. That could be your own subconscious fucking with you. Because you have a low self-esteem, motherfucker. Right? Alright, okay. Now, let's see, okay. MD, how are you doing? I'm doing fine. MD9 says, cook is a difficult task. Cooking is not a difficult task if you practice. Always watch someone else. You know how you cook an egg? You can boil an egg in water, can you? You put an egg in water and it boils, but you don't want to boil it too much. Too much of anything is bad. Too much of water is bad. Too much of this is bad. Too much of this is bad. Now, okay, let's continue on here. Okay, I'm doing fine, Ryham. Kim Hung says, that's right. I never make up. And I never wear makeup, okay? And stop putting those dots, the fading marks. Fading marks mean there's something else to your sentence that you can discuss later. Fading marks, okay? I call them fading marks, but the technical term for those 3 dots is usually maybe something else. I like natural beauty, that's right. And in America and all across the world where they're being corrupted by Lilith, and I hope you understand who Lilith is. Lilith feels herself as equal to a man. And women and men are not equals. Okay, so we understand this. The physical parts of a male and a female is different. Even their mental capacities are different, okay? So overall, they are overall different. Just like black and white people are different too. So let's not try to do apples and oranges here. We know the facts of common sense here. White people think on this term psychologically this way over black people, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. We know these are facts. No one is better than one another, though, but they may be better at different other things. This is why I tell women to try to get a personality. Try to do things what men do. You know what men do? They build things, okay? They create things. Most of the things that we have now is created by what? A man, okay? Or a black man, okay? Then in third place, it's women, okay? So we don't even need to discuss that too much. That's just being honest. Are you a veg or a non-veg? Okay, I am moderate. I am in between. I eat meat, dead bodies. Okay, that's what dead bodies is. Meat is a luxury, you guys. You can fry an egg, but it has oil in it. That means you're putting 2 times oil in it. You need a little bit of oil to stick it on the pan, though. But understand, I am good at cooking. I'm very good at cooking. But other than that, let me explain to you what schizophrenia is. Schizophrenia is not a delusional person. It's a person who's either self-conscious, too self-conscious, or their voices, internal voices, are speaking with their own subconscious mind. There's 2 forms of it. There's the self-esteem person, which they don't have schizophrenia. And then there's another person who actually hear voices. Like me, when I was walking up the street, I'm like, a voice told me, go get your car. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Scared the shit out of me. You scared me. I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm arguing. I better keep my mouth shut because I don't want people to think I'm crazy. But I heard a voice told me, go get your car. And I know my credit is not good. Oh, go get your passport. I'm like, I don't know what the fucking passport is. Okay, so next thing you know, I'm learning something from inner voices that I've never learned before. So maybe I learned it in the past. Maybe the voice came back. Maybe it's a subconscious. I don't know. Something came to me and told me to do this. Okay, that's schizophrenia. But you're not delusional because it's only delusion when it doesn't come to what? Fruition. If it doesn't come to light, it's false. That means that's yourself. I can tell you what my voices tell me, that most of you are going to die. We all are going to die. But some of you are going to die very quickly because you're laughing at me. You're internalizing who the fuck I am and you're making me out to be a bad person. That can be your demise. Don't do that. Okay. Don't make fun of Jesus. You don't make fun of Jesus types. Don't do that. I'm a Jesus type. So then there's those other individuals who think they hear a voice, but it's really themselves. So how do you decipher that? But if you want to get rid of the voices, okay, you got to argue with them. You got to say, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up. And then they'll give you your power. If you don't argue with them, you're losing that battle. You have to go into isolation just to fight the demons. You can call them demons if you want, but they're actually your fucking Holy Ghost. They're your spirits. King Solomon the Great is the only wisest person in this world who controlled demons. King Solomon the Great, only person that I've read in religion, which is just a story tale, that I read that is more wiser than the demons. He controlled the demons, man. He had the ring of fucking wisdom. Like the Lord of the Rings? So arguing with these demons or spirit beings or Holy Spirit, I call it the Holy Spirit because they granted me things that I have, can help you a big deal if you do fight back. Let me see. Now, MD9 says, can you say, what can you say about George Floyd? Why was he killed? It's media, man. He was killed. He probably wasn't killed. Okay, you got to be careful with that. You don't know if he was killed. You would just hear it in the news. And history destroys people, and also the news. These two things destroy most people. It's best to do your own anecdotal research. Anecdotal means your own in-person research. That means you actually you got your microscope, and you found out what an atom is. If you don't know what fluorescent bulbs are or something like that, you don't know what this is, do your own research, peoples. Never go on the media. History destroys more people. It devours them. History is irrelevant. It's irrelevant. It's completely irrelevant. I started learning about slavery when I was 16 years old. Then I started realizing that I can use this history. I was not a slave. But I was like, okay, I can use this history as a reason why I'm being so fucking lazy. Okay? This is what a lot of people do. They use history as a crutch. Oh, women has been suffered for over hundreds of years. But you haven't suffered. So what are you focusing in on the past for? Let me see. George Floyd was just an infamous black man. Infamous means that popular by criminal intent. He's a murderer, okay? And what happens is that he had a long criminal history of everything. But they idolize him because the Jewish people in the media idolize this criminal. Instead of idolizing him, why can't they idolize the children that was killed? Why can't they worry about Black Lives Matter in their own hood? You got black on black crime. They kill each other so fast. But nobody's really taking no recognition. They're not taking no recognition on their own people. But let there be a token Negro. Let there be someone evil enough, okay? They'll put them right on the camera so they can be seen right there. You saw his fucking knee on his fucking neck. He was on drugs too? And the whole video is not even there, but you're going to believe the video? All right, let's go on to the next subject now here. MD9 says, was the news false? Yes, it's a form of a political stance. It's trying to cause a race war. It is trying to create a rift between logical people and emotional people. I was never a slave, dog. I was never a slave. And most of the people weren't slaves either. Most of the time, black people need to be in prison in this country. In the urban areas, I'm being real Pacific, is because of the fact that they refuse education and they're lazy. It's that simple. Because I was there. I was there in the 80s in Brooklyn, New York, and I understood the psychosis and their pathology of thinking. I said that you think about milk and eggs while the white man's killing us up. So what other ways did it go? Read a fucking book. Though in those days, there was no video games. Video games came out like in the early 1980s, baby. Then I got distracted because if you can't go no further than the library, the video games will take you to other places. The video games take you out from the books. You can go to the library. That's all I did. Go to the library. I was telling those Negroes about that. Go to the fucking library for once. There's no video games right now. We don't have handhelds. We didn't have no cell phones back in the 80s, 1980s. And then these motherfuckers are still like sitting on the corner. And after you get your money, I tell them, I use semantics on them motherfuckers. After you get your money, then what? You just buy yourself some more milk and eggs? You buy yourself some more milk and eggs. You got a baby now. Okay, so fucking big whoop-de-doo, okay? You got a baby. You want to buy some more milk and eggs for your baby. You're going to feed off the welfare system, right? Is that your answer? What about your brother over there? What about across the street? No, you want to kill him, okay? You want to kill him because he's stepping on your turf. The illogical side of black America is preposterous. That's a word y'all should not be using. It's insanely out of this fucking illogical fucking world. But anyway, don't believe the hype. Public authority said that. And so, you don't believe the news. Don't believe in it. Oh, what the hell? Okay. Oh my God. Now she's going to call me up. Okay. Weird, man. I have to decline that. But anyway, understand this, you guys. If you want to get out from the dark voices, please understand that you got to fight back. This world is not an easy planet. If you don't want to be possessed, stay away from people. Some people cannot avoid themselves from being possessed. They can't. They cannot avoid being possessed, you guys. All right? So you got to stay away from people, eat healthier, okay? You can sense when someone can look in your face. Don't look in everybody's eyes. Some people's eyes are not human. You got to think like that. Okay? You got to think like that. Think outside the box. Now, some people didn't want to be my friend no more because of the fact that, I don't believe in religion. I'm like, big whoop-de-doo. Your history. You believe in his story. That's someone else's story. But you can make your own story. You can stop focusing in on your own sins. You could be moral. You could be respectful. As you are respectful to one, you can be respectful to yourself. So you want to be treated the right way? You know how to treat that cat. You see that cat over there? You're not supposed to be fucking the cat. The cat can't speak. You're not supposed to be fucking animals. You're not supposed to be fucking children. You're not supposed to be doing none of those things. That's immoral. You're not given permission to do that. We are not living in medieval times anymore. We are living in the times to where you have to defend your little small land, which is your feet that you're walking on. Because this planet don't belong to nobody. The aliens created this planet through tectonic plates and billions of years of fucking research. And we are supposed to incubate for 9 months and watch over and take care of the flowers and the trees and all the abundance out here. But we human beings become arrogant. And we are to learn from history that arrogance and pride is not cool. A lot of scientists and scholars think like this. White people and Milanos, okay, they think, we more smarter than they are. But anyway, MD says, so how long can we rely to get information from other countries if news doesn't make sense? Focus on yourself. What did Mahatma Gandhi says? If you're being surrounded by lions, you might as well give up. Stephen Greer said the same thing. If you're surrounded by lions, give up. Because if you have no qualities in this life, you have no potential. You'll go extinct like the dodo. We are living in the physical bodies, peoples. Okay? I just explained to you how to get rid of dark voices, how to stop being distracted by the media, get out of the daggone history, stop focusing on history. History is destructive. You can't learn if you're focusing on your past. And so if you focus on someone else's past, that's even worse. Who the fuck cares? I read the Mahabharata and the Vishnu records. And I'm like, I was not there, but that's a beautiful fucking story. Just keep it like that. S-T-O-R-Y, story. Because I seen the castle over there in the Far East, and I know Judaism and Hinduism, they got castles over there, over 3,000 gods, baby. 3,000 gods? Think about that. So over 3,000 different gods. This planet has lasted more than billions of years. But the white man would think it's only lasted for millions of years. You just want to believe what they say. Yeah. And you were there. But you want to go on carbon dates. Okay, you want to go on, somebody could have put that in the ground. But you want to believe. But it's okay. Let me get on out of here, you guys. I got to get something to eat. Talking for like a half an hour now. And y'all not saying too much to me. And so, don't rely on the news. Rely on yourself. You are your own story. To get rid of the demons or the inner voices, you got to fight back. Fight back. Because we're in the physical body, which makes us trapped. And we are living in a prison planet of sort. Okay? You all are gods and beautiful to me. Do not let no one take that away from you. You are God. Everything is God. Hallelujah. That's the fucking truth, right? The only difference between a good God and a bad God is an evil God don't have morals. They don't have a feeling or care in the world. But a good God, such as yourself, you are caring. And caring means sharing. Okay? There you go. You don't have to read no books to understand that. You don't got to read no books to understand that you're God. And what do I mean by God? Do I'm talking about a spook in the sky, some shit supernatural? Do you think I'm talking about that, guys? Over 3,000 gods, dog. Okay, MD, and you better do some research. You think your God is the only Allah? Are you? Allah was created right after Christianity, Roman Greek Hellenization, babies. Allah was created, he was in a cave. His name was Elijah Muhammad. And then y'all don't understand this. Y'all don't go back to the origin story where the Bible was created. You don't even know the authors of the books. Y'all don't even know the authors of these books. Y'all just believe, okay? Terrible, terrible type of critical thinking skills y'all have. And all it takes is just for people to come together as one. That's all it takes. But we need religion. Yes. And religion is important because there are people with no morals. There's people who are not people, who like to see the destruction of humankind. They want to see that. It's exciting to them. There is some element to having chaos. Remember that I'm not the person to create chaos. I'm in the neutral area, baby. I'm in the neutral. I only create chaos for those who like to create chaos for me. So I'm in the neutral. I do not cause chaos. All right? I do not cause chaos. How you been, Rashid Sarkar? I'm about to get the hell out of here because I just received an important call, okay? Other than that, I'm going to talk to y'all later. I'm going to get me something to eat and I can clean my dishes and shit. And we'll talk again. Just keep in touch with me on this group page, this public page. Share this page. I am a U.S. citizen. Born and raised in Brooklyn, New York, Bed-Stuy. Bring some more Americans onto this page. There is no page like this. Stop sending me these invites to other groups. I am not Kim. Stop sending me invites to these other groups. No group is better than mine. I understand their creativity, but I am not a boring, monotone. Okay, I do not. I'm completely on another page. Do not send me to invites to other. I'm not interested in money like that anymore. I'm tired of searching. Someone is just going to have to donate to my cause after they know me. If they know me, then they show me. All right, and they care about me, they know. All right, because I'm tired of, I'm not going to be, you send me an invite, I'm going to block it. Okay, and I hope you can understand me. I am not going to any other group page learning English or teaching English when I made my own, which is mine is far more powerful because I'm dynamic, both professional and on the lower end. So I'm going up there to the professional side and I'm going down there to the lower side. So how can you beat that? I'm not going to teach professional English here because it's boring and most Americans don't know it. Okay. So, but I believe my religion because it was never suggested to do something wrong. It never harms anyone, but you don't need it to do anything right. If you want to do right, you do it in your heart. You do what you feel that is right. So you don't need religion. Religion helps you to focus in on your morality. But of course, I told you before, it is for the weak, those individuals who are wicked. So if you die, there are different deities on the other side that will suck up your soul. What box are you in? You're in the Allah box. So go to Allah. You believe you're going to go to Allah. But I'm a demiurge. So if you want to be a demiurge god, we can combine our souls to become a demiurge to come back here. You know what a demiurge god is? How you been, Nagu Dai Tu? Whom? Nagu Dai Tu? Whom? Okay, how you been? Thank you very much for clearly explaining. For us, it is very sensitive to talk about religion or politics, but don't be sensitive about it. You should know that there's other people with different opinions out there. And I'm definitely no wicked person. Just because I believe in Christianity doesn't make me a wicked person. Anyone who actually believes in religion is a cool person. But you have to follow through with the religion. That's the key element. There's too many people who are in their religion, a great evil for a greater good, but don't follow it. Did you know how most religions are talking about fasting? It teaches you everything you need to know. But women, predominantly more women, destroy the concept of religion because they feel themselves as equal. All religion pretty much is a patriarch. Okay? I'm from Vietnam, teacher. Okay, no good. It's okay to believe in religion. If you feel you need religion, if you fear the religion, then it's okay if you believe in fear. But I say it's good to believe in yourself. By living in fear, you're giving your energy away. You're giving your energy away. All right? You cannot become a god. You are a follower. Okay. And if you're a follower, your soul is more susceptible to the things that you've been taught through his story. His story. Someone else's story is zapping your energy. I never believed in religion. I just believed that Jesus, you mean to tell me I should sacrifice myself, my soul for Jesus? I don't know who Jesus is. I don't know who he is. I don't know who the fuck anybody is. If they're that powerful, if your God is that powerful, let them come now. They should be able to come into your house in the physical form. If they don't come to your house, then they don't exist. But you want to believe in, you know what religion means? It's Latin for bind. It means to bind. You don't believe me. You don't believe religion means to bind. It holds you back from your true potential. And as again, I'm getting out of here, you guys. I gotta make this call back. And I love you all. And I despise the many of you who basically don't understand my concepts. And if you don't want to learn anything, it's okay. So thank you very much for clearly explaining that. For us, it is very sensitive to talk about religion, which is good. Rashid, thank you very much for joining. Okay, I'm about to get out of here. And I told you guys to turn on your notifications when I pop up on here. Thank you very much. It's like you believe that you can do it and you will achieve it. Yes, you are God. You are God. You're the best God in the world. You have morals, right? The Bibles and religion is made for evil people who can't control themselves. They have urges, especially women. Women are more diversified in the emotional sector. And if you can contain your emotions, you become battle. You become empowered, thinking that you can do better than a man. And that's what it is. It's all about the feminine energy versus the male energy. Everything is about sex. S-E-X. Sex is 6. 666. Number 9. These are numbers. These are a lot of patterns and frequencies, y'all guys. No one is completely equal. You have to work in harmony, in unison to understand. Okay. All right. Let me say, if someone doesn't, MD Nime says, if someone doesn't follow it, he or she may commit crimes in every time. No, they don't. That's not always true. I don't follow religion, but I don't do any crimes. So I know I have morals. As I told you before, religion is created to keep the evil at bay. All right, okay. Keep the evil at bay. There are people who don't know what morals are. They don't have a subconscious empathetic side to feel other creatures or other humans. They will chop down trees and thinking, oh, all the trees don't have no life. We don't care. We'll burn all the trees. You have to be in a balance with unison of the earth. You cannot kill your brother if you don't know what's going on. All right? Don't make the mistake. Sometimes suffering is better than terminating someone. Okay? But other than that, peace and love to brothers and sisters of light and dark. Go to my page. And of course, I'm going to post this on YouTube if you need so. I put the date on it. I put Facebook Live. And you can watch it if you missed it earlier. Peace.